Alright guys, so today we're going to be looking at longline towers with modern incandescents. It's one of those rare beacons you see on longline towers, like both modern incandescents and FH306s are just so rare to see on longline towers for some reason. Like usually you'll see old school incandescents, FH308s, and other single strobes on longline towers, but usually not a 306 or a modern incandescent. Modern incandescent. I don't know why, but just there's barely any longline towers with modern incandescents that I know of, at least. Though I'm pretty sure H.A. Jackson told me there's like 16, 17 longline towers that have modern incandescents. I don't know. I had to ask him again. So there's like six longline towers I know of that have modern incandescents, and I'm going to show them off in this video. So starting off our list, we have the LA, no, it's the LA Longlines Tower. I almost said concrete Longlines Tower, but obviously it's not a concrete Longlines Tower, even if it resembles one in shape and color. So yeah, back then I thought this was a concrete Longlines Tower because every time I seen a Longlines Tower that kind of resembled what a concrete Longlines Tower looks like, I always consider it to be a concrete Longlines Tower. But you can see the inside of it, and it's just metal bars and all that crap. So yeah, maybe the covering here is concrete, maybe not. I don't know. If so, then it's like a hybrid between both. I like to call these types of longline towers fancy longline towers. So yeah, LA has one, and it still has its horns, like two sets of horns. That's pretty cool. So yeah, there's its top horns, and there's some more that are being blocked by the other horns. And then we got some here. Some of them have been removed, like there's one here that's not there anymore. But really, it's not too big of a deal since we still have this tower still has most of its horns. It's a tower I wanted to film back in the California arc, but we were very limited on what we could do since we didn't have any rental car. We had to rely on taxis and Ubers and all that stuff. So there wasn't really any video of the tower at night other than like drone videos of downtown LA at night. But our boy Dexter over here made a video of it at night, and this video confirms that it still has its incandescent. So there's its flash rate, which is a little unique, kinda. So yeah, there it is. It has no markers, obviously, because these types of lowline towers don't have markers. I do remember seeing a picture of this tower with some sort of something on top of it without with with very few horns. Like I don't know what it was really, but whatever was up there, I'm pretty sure it was old or something like that. But just so random how the horns were all gone and stuff. Maybe it was because it was dark outside and stuff, so the horns blended in with the darkness. I don't know. I had to find that picture. Here's a very high quality picture of the tower. I got a huge notification. Yeah, Sam's Club is awesome. I definitely agree, but I don't like how you need a membership to go there. All right, back to the video. So here's a very high quality picture of it. So you're able to see that I now realize that's not concrete. So yeah, actually it might still be, but it's very unlikely. So you can see inside the tower clearly. It's just a bunch of metal bars, catwalks, and all that stuff. So yeah, then you got metal screens and all that crap that's covering the tower. Got the horns, and then you got the modern incandescent on top. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Alright, so I found this picture. You're able to see the incandescent on it. Seems like it's lit up. I'm seeing some red light, but it's probably just some random marker from the distance. And then it appears that there's a, I don't know what that is. I think that might be a marker. Oh, there's two of them. Two markers on the building that the tower stands on. So yeah, the tower might not have side markers, but the building it stands on has side markers. So it's pretty cool. I guess that kind of counts. Maybe, maybe not. It's whatever. And then I forgot to tell you, there's actually pretty sure there's another Longmines Tower in downtown LA, and I'm pretty sure it's very close to this Longmines Tower. Matter of fact, I think that might actually be it. If so, then it has side markers. No, why am I saying side markers? It has markers. Side markers are just you're only able to call markers sign markers if they're on the sides of a tower or some sort of structure. So yeah, but these markers are just by themselves. So I don't know why I keep on saying sign markers. So yeah, it has markers on it. If this is it, I believe it might be it because I do remember it just being kind of like a just uh um just a few bars with some horns on it and stuff on top of a building, kind of like this, just a little stump of a Longmines Tower, basically. I hope this is it because it at least has markers. So that means that both Longmine Towers in LA have some sort of lighting system, but that will come at a price. The horns will be gone. If that's it, at least. So yeah, I remember seeing a picture of this long line. What all right, I remember seeing a picture of this tower and seeing another Longmines Tower with horns like somewhere close to it in the picture. So yeah, I'm pretty sure LA has two. I'm just going to show you pictures of the beacon, like here and stuff. And then there's some markers on the building again, if you're able to see them. I find it funny how skyscrapers and just skyscrapers just like how there's taller skyscrapers that are taller than the Longmines Tower that only have markers, and then the Longmines Tower has an actual beacon, and I bet that red and white tower in the distance has one too. So yeah, it's kind of weird. Like it's kind of disappointing too. Like all the all the all the skyscrapers in LA should do what St. Louis did and actually add real beacons. Seriously, there's only like one building I know of that actually has a beacon, and it's a building with a helicopter landing pad, and there's an antenna on it that has an FA324. I'm pretty sure. All right, for the sake of time, I'm just not going to show you the picture because that feels like I'm never going to find it really. But I do know the structure on top kind of resembled this, that. So yeah, that's all I really have. Oh crap, is that? Oh, I think this might be the Longmines Tower I was talking about. You see that? I at least see one horn, so that might be it. But that'll suck too because it has no markers. So yeah, it has that's this is what I was talking about. Though the picture looks so much more modern. So yeah, and it was still lacking horns. So it's very weird. I don't know what was going on. It's just a giant knot. Moving on. This here is the second Longmines Tower that has, or at least had, modern incandescents. Though this one is special for a few reasons. So we got a more traditional looking Longmines Tower, as you can see. All right, so here's its big special trait. It doesn't just have modern incandescents. It has, or I mean, it used to have two sets of KG225s with the modern incandescents. So that means that the modern incandescents are just a modern version of the KG114 incandescent beacon. So yeah, this one I'm pretty sure still has its horns, which is pretty cool. I think. I don't know. So yeah, this here is a Texas Longmines Tower. I'm not sure if it had sign markers or not. At least I'm going to guess it did, and I'm going to guess that the sign markers were placed in a weird place. Um, let's there's the beacon, and this is like the first few sets of markers, and then here's the beacons again, and then here is the last set of markers. I bet that's how it was. I remember Ryan C made a tower animation of it at day and night mode, and he placed some markers below these horns and stuff. Cause yeah, the horns would be in the way if they were like installed right over here. So it's a little uneven. So it probably looked very cool at night. So it's pretty cool. Though sadly, it doesn't have this setup anymore. It now has LEDs. So for some reason, they only removed the top incandescent and just put a LED up there. They left the KG225 below to just rot, just like the Freiburg Longlines Tower. Hey. So yeah, I don't know why, but every time a tower has a strobe incandescent beacon set up, like um, everybody everybody usually aims for the incandescent. They always remove the incandescent, and sometimes they remove the entire setup. But usually when they just plan on just leaving the strobe behind or just one of the beacons behind, like they usually just remove the incandescent and replace it with an LED. I don't know why. They just always remove the incandescents instead of keeping it, and they usually never remove the strobe, which is very weird. So yeah, this tower still technically has a little bit of its old beacon setup. The reason why is because they left the old KG 225 or 225 to rot up there. So yeah, at least that's good. That's good enough. But it did lose what made it special. So I don't know why. I don't know why, but I always consider this one to be second instead of first. Like this one should be first because I remember discovering this way before the L.A. Longlines Tower. Like I discovered this back when the like literally during the second Springfield arc, which was like May 2020. So this one should really be the first, and the concrete. I mean, the LA Longlines Tower should be the second, but it's just I don't like doing that stuff. Like I like it the way it is right now. Like I like this one being like the middle of the trio, at least the first trio. We have six online towers with modern incandescents so far, and we can make two trios out of it. So for trio number one, this here's a middle trio member. Alright, so I'm out here to show you its new beacon setup. Okay, wrong view. Alright, this should be the right view. Yep, you're able to see them. Alright, so there's the LEDs. Um, they're not 370s. They look more like Drake lighting LEDs, to be honest. I have no idea if it has side markers or not. It's very unlikely because because um because new FAA regulations. So there's the top, but you're not able to see the KG225 up there too good. So I'm going to try to actually go on the neighborhood that it stands, where it stands at least. This might take a while, but before I go on and start searching for it, I just want to show you the LEDs are they're placed where the incandescents were, and you're able to see the KG225 platforms. So that's pretty cool. Not really having too much luck, but you're kinda able to see it here. I don't know, just whatever. Over here, you're able to see it more. So yeah, hopefully you're able to kinda see where it is. It is a little hard to see though. This is so far the best view of the KG225. So I'm able to see it clearly, so hopefully you guys are too. So there it is. You have the LED above it and all that crap. So yeah, and as you can see, it still has its horns. Forgot to tell you that. So yeah, I'm not too sure what type of LEDs these are. I have a feeling that they're probably modern LEDs without side markers. So yeah, hopefully there's Hopefully there's a video of this tower, kinda. I don't know, just a video of Katy, Texas at night, or just a highway in Katy, Texas. That'd be cool. Though I would see I can definitely see it being pretty hard to find it since it's like a very far away from any highway really in Katy, Texas. So that's the best view I can find. If I go farther, I have a feeling these trees will block the tower. Okay, never mind. Alright, so there's another view of the KG-225. That's pretty nice. Alright, so this next one is a special one. It has two special traits to it, so let me show you right now. This here is an all rare guide Longlands Tower. We have very little information about this tower, but I did hear that, well, let's not spoil it right now. So, as you can see, it's a guide Longlands Tower, which is, it's kind of rare because, the majority of online towers are four-legged lattice towers. So yeah. So there's its markers, so you can see that it was flashing in this picture, but there is no video, and I don't know the location of the tower. Sadly, you're able to see the wires that lead up to the horns. At least one of them. Oh well, the other one you're not really able to see, but that's fine. Like it's not really too important for this video at least. So there's some modern incandescent. It's very low quality, but you are able to see what it is. So yeah, so it's pretty cool to see this. Pretty cool to know that one of the many longline towers that has some modern incandescent is in fact a guide longlines tower. Though I do have some bad news for you. I There's one time where I showed this picture to AJ Jackson, and AJ Jackson said that he knows the tower and stuff, but he told me that he seen a picture, and in the picture you could see the beacon, but he said that it looked like there's an LED above the incandescent. So it might have an LED now. Not too sure. But that's what he said. I can't find that picture. Like, no matter how hard I tried, I can't really find that picture. So I'll have to ask AJ Jackson about that. But at least they left the incandescent on there. So yeah, they just have the LED somewhere around the top of the incandescent, just higher up, I guess. I don't know. I'm not sure. But he did say that it's still on there, but it's not working because it has an LED now, obviously. So I'm not too sure. Not too sure if it has any other beacon. Like it could possibly have a KG-225, and the incandescent might just be the modern KG-114. But we'll really never know. So yeah, I don't know why, but oh wait, no, I do know why. Every time I would just imagine an LED on this tower, I usually always imagine a white and red LED on it for some reason. But hopefully it's night mode only because right now it appears it only has an incandescent and no other strobe or just any other beacon on it. So yeah, so this is the end of the first trio, the last trio member. So one still has its modern incandescent with no LED and stuff, though the other two now have LEDs, but one of them still has its modern incandescent. So yeah, that's something. It's sad, you know. Now we move on to trio number 2. This here is the fourth Longmines Tower with a modern incandescent. This here, this type of longline tower is a little random because just take a look at what it looks like. So yeah, kind of looks like a wheelbarrow up there, kind of, you know. AJ Jackson calls these type of longline towers wheelbarrow longline towers because the top looks like a wheelbarrow, kind of. And it only has one set of sign markers too, so yeah. Would be nice if it had two. That would be cool. I don't think this one had horns. I'm pretty sure it had those reflectors on it with microwaves on the bottom, like just on the ground. and those microwave waves will be reflected off of the reflectors. I think that's the type of long lines tower this tower was. So yeah, because there really is no evidence that it had horns on it. But now it's an internet tower. I don't know. This look all this stuff on the top and on the side, they all kind of look like internet stuff. So yeah, there's that. And I know the modern incandescent on top kind of looks like kind of looks like an old school incandescent, but I do assure you it is a modern. Here's another picture of it, so you're able to see the markers now, and they look like old school incandescent markers. So I bet that's what it used to have. Well, actually, yeah, that's what it used to have, of course. So you're able to see the beacon again. It's not in the middle like it appeared in the last picture. It's actually on the side. Sadly, I think it would have been cool if it was in the middle. So it's four-legged and red and white. So it's pretty cool. I love four-leg towers. They're my favorite type of towers. So I'm pretty sure this one still has its incandescent. I don't really know if it has an LED now or not. So yeah, that's really all the information I have on this tower. Now we move on to the fifth tower, the middle tower of the second trio, the old Kansas City Long Lines Tower. So remember this from one of the Big Bunker Boy news videos? Well, it makes a reappearance. So if you don't remember, AJ Jackson told me that actually had a modern incandescent back then. So yeah, I don't know about side markers. Usually the fancier looking longline towers don't usually have side markers, and this here is one of the fancier looking longline towers, so I believe it had no side markers. So yeah, but it's already cool enough. It used to have a modern incandescent. It used to stand next to the second Missouri concrete lines tower and all that stuff. It's pretty cool. This tower doesn't have an LED. It met a fate worse than LED replacements. It is dead. Yep, it's no longer around. It would have been nice if it was, because I would have definitely filmed it. Because I did go through downtown Kansas City twice in the South Dakota arc. It would have been very, very cool if this tower was a concrete long lines tower, but obviously it wasn't because I um, I wouldn't imagine this being a concrete long lines tower. Concrete long lines towers, they don't have little open areas like this for antennas and all that. Well, I mean for horns. Speaking of horns, it used to have Gabriel horns. I'm pretty sure these are Gabriel horns. So yeah, and it also had the AT&T logo. So yeah, all in all, it's a pretty cool tower. Too bad it's gone now. It would have been so nice if it was still around. Like, I can see this being used as a cell tower, hidden cell tower, or something like that. Like, that would have been nice. Like, they shouldn't have taken this down. Like, somebody could have used this, you know. Yeah, I know. I'm sounding like one of those. I'm sounding like a an old person, trying to defend some old structure. But I am being serious about this. Like somebody could have used this for some more stuff. Like it looks like it was being used for antennas before it was taken down somewhere in the 2000s. There is no street view of it. There is no video of it. No, just nothing. There's only pictures. So can't really can't really see the incandescent because all the pictures of this tower are very low quality. So we're not going to ever see the modern incandescent anytime soon. I have a feeling there is one very high quality picture of the tower. So yeah, just one day we'll find it. One day. I don't know. It's just whatever. Usually, there's always that one high quality picture of a tower that we barely have information about. Now then, this is the end of the video. This here is the Cleveland, Ohio Long Lines Tower. So yeah, there's quite a few things that are unique to this tower. First off, it's on a building. Second off, it has a giant AT&T sign on it. I'm pretty sure on both sides, maybe, I don't know. And the tower itself is also green. So it might not have any horns anymore, but the tower is green. Like a green Longines tower, like this here is the only green Longines tower I know of. And it has a modern incandescent, or 300 millimeter if you just want to be happy. So yeah, it's the green is kind of faded, so it looks like the type of green that's on the Statue of Liberty due to all the erosion and all that crap over the years. So yeah, it's pretty nice. So I now realize that there's not another AT&T side facing the other side of the tower. So there's that. So here's the main part of the tower, and then here's some of the side stuff. So yeah, pretty cool. I like how the part of the tower that kind of just blends in to the with the building. Looks very fancy and all that stuff. So it's pretty cool. Though this is kind of just a little stump of a Longines tower. So yeah, and back then, the incandescent was actually held up by this tall antenna with a few other antennas on it. Alright, enough blabbering. Let me show you its modern incandescent, or 300 millimeter, just to make you all happy. Ta-da! There it is. There's 300 millimeter. You know, back then I thought this had an FH308 where the sign is, because in one of the pictures, this picture here, like you're able to see this random object, and when I first seen it, I thought it was an FH308, but eventually I discovered that it was actually just some sort of antenna thing, so it's not an FH308, sadly. But at least has a moderate incandescent at 300 millimeter. Sorry. This tower is very cool, very nice. Aiden introduced me to this tower quite a long time ago, like back when we had Google Meets. You know, like me and Aiden would just go on Google Meets for a little bit and talk about towers in our areas and all that stuff. So yeah, this here was one of the many towers he showed me back then, which I think is very, very cool. So Aiden actually went to a concert recently, which I believe was in downtown Cleveland, because he did make some videos of some of the buildings down there at night. So yeah, he filmed the concrete long lines. I mean, he filmed the Cleveland Longines Tower, and I have to say, its incandescence flash rate is very, very weird. Like 60 flash per minute. It's like, seriously, a 60 flash per minute LED. I mean, incandescent, 300 millimeter. You know, just whatever. Take a look at this.
Everybody, look at this. That, seriously, a 60 FPM 300 millimeter. Holy crap. A 60 FPM 300 millimeter. Holy crap. Everybody, look at this. That, seriously, a 60 FPM 300 millimeter. Holy crap.
I apologize for showing that multiple times, but I kept on trying to zoom in, but it kept on ruining the video and stuff. Like it wasn't showing incandescent, so I kept on replaying it over and over again and all that stuff. So yeah, that's a 60 FPM incandescent. That's weird, isn't that just so weird? It's something else that makes it unique, you know. I don't think I really ever seen a 300 millimeter with a 60 FPM night mode. It's pretty cool. I do know that AJ Jackson said this tower has an FH301 somewhere. I don't know. I never heard of this thing having an FH301. And he also said it has a dialight LED now, which obviously it doesn't, because we seen the video, and that video was like made last week, the beginning of last week, I'm pretty sure. So it still has its modern incandescent 300 millimeter, you know. And he said this before before Aiden even went to the concert. So yeah, hopefully it does have the strobe, but the LED it doesn't have a dialight LED. Oh, and I forgot to mention this. I was supposed to mention this quite a while ago, but it's the Florida Ark's birthday. It's been its birthday for quite a while, like from March 18th to today. So yeah, the arc started on March 18th and ended March 27th, and today is the 27th. So yeah, Happy birthday to the best, my at least my favorite travel arc on this channel. So fun, so memorable, and all that crap. Alright, now this is the end of the video, finally.